You are about to be crushed by a giant corn.
The machine has a mind of its own!
We are about to be in the epicenter of a perfect food storm.
No school!
Move it! We are running out of time!
The pizza's chasing us!
I've got to stop the machine. The fate of the world depends on me. No big deal.
And we're back with another episode of Fandom Live for a review episode as we cover the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
With Steve.
And I'm Toby, and this is our review of the movie. Animated films have been coming in throughout the years. We've had, we used to have the cel-shaded animation. Eventually we moved to 3D animation. Computer animation.
Well, computer-aided animation, and of course now 3D, and more and more you see that Sony, different studios other than Disney, like Sony, have gotten into the whole animated movie biz. And it's not just about making cartoons for kids anymore. And I think Cloudy and with a Chance of Meatballs is a good example of that.
Yeah, the movie is about this place where food
Swallow Falls
just starts appearing out of nowhere.
Well, first it goes Swallow Falls, and it becomes Chew and Swallow. And it was based on a children's book, which is really just about an island where food just came out of nowhere from the sky, and people would eat and all that. The movie sort of built on that and added a bit of a sci-fi flavor to it, because at the lead is Flint Lockwood, who is an amateur scientist, inventor, and he keeps trying to invent things. And finally, he wants to invent a machine that turns water into food, right?
Water. Food.
The monkey is stopping through you. Long story short, builds the invention, it gets into the sky somehow, and now they have food-based weather. So it rains burgers, it rains spaghetti, all these things, and food just comes out of the sky. Right? You watched the movie too, right?
Yeah. Really good movie. Lots of fun food. The Jello was fantastic. There was a scene there where
there was a whole house made of Jello, and they're like jumping around, and because the whole place was jiggling, and they were even swimming in the Jello. Well, not really swimming. They dove into it and got stuck, which is in the trailer, which you've seen by now, and all that stuff. So all this crazy stuff with food falling out of the sky, and then larger and larger pieces of food, and at the heart of it, of course, is a bit of a romance thing with Flint Lockwood, the scientist, and Sam Sparks, who is like a weather girl intern, who eventually gets to cover the food weather.
She was a cute girl who was hiding the fact that she was actually a geek.
Yeah. So, it's interesting that the movie relied heavily on comedy actors and actresses for its pool, and you kind of get that with a lot of Saturday Night Live personalities, and the lead voice for Flint was Bill Hader, and he's a SNL veteran. Anna Faris did Sam Sparks.
Bill did Toot in a Box, right?
No. That was Andy Samberg.
Oh, okay.
But Andy Samberg was also a voice in this film, and actually he did Steve, the monkey with the translator device. Mm-hmm. So there was Neil Patrick Harris, Neil Patrick Harris was the monkey voice. Andy Samberg was Brent, the has-been mascot of the sardine factory that was built around it, and all these other big names of comedy stars who were involved in the production. So that was pretty cool. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You seem a little distracted. So would you like to talk about the cast some more?
Mr. T was in it.
Yes, Mr. T. Apparently Mr. T is a really good voice talent, and his character Earl, the policeman in the strange spandex shorts, was really, really funny. And then
he had a butt scene where he clenches. Butt.
This is what you remember, that Mr. T had a butt scene.
Yeah.
And, technology-wise, it's available in digital 3D or Dolby 3D or even in IMAX 3D. And I didn't really see a lot of the movie that really made the 3D aspect worth it. I think it was okay, sort of good fun moments, but I don't think that we really made the most out of it. What do you think?
Well, the movie didn't go for the usual effects where things start hitting you or popping straight at you.
Yeah. So, are you okay? You seem distracted, really.
I think this episode's on 3D. But yeah,
yeah.
like most movies, or like in Beowulf, where they have the spears going for you like that. This movie approached 3D with a bit less eye strain.
Yeah, it was a little more subtle, I guess. And given that, I wouldn't recommend you spend the extra money for IMAX 3D. You might be just better off settling for Dolby 3D or whatever 3D your local cinema can manage. Because I mean, the sound wasn't that involving. It was just fun, but nothing totally amazing beyond that. Okay. What else? Toby, are you okay?
The effects were nice.
You seem unable to speak clearly.
No, I'm just nervous.
Are you going through puberty again?
I don't know where it's all coming from.
Where's what coming from?
Nothing.
But it was a very, very funny movie, and I liked it because it was funny on many different levels. Of course, from a basic movie for your kids perspective, it was good, and I'm sure that the kids will enjoy just seeing ice cream falling out of the sky.
And all the food.
The
pancakes.
But and I also think that from an adult perspective, they were trying to repeat the whole Shrek formula of making a movie that made more sense to the adults. It was funnier that way. I think they pulled that out pretty well. It's not funnier than the Shrek movies, but it's somewhere near there. It's definitely better than things like Hoodwink or what other weird 3D movies have been around.
And I guess one of the fun things about the movie, well, for me, was all the kinds of food you will see in it. You had burgers.
You're really hooked on food.
Pasta. You had steaks. Even had marshmallows in some scenes.
And there were hot dogs.
There's something magically fun about marshmallows.
You brought food to the set?
Yeah, because it's a movie all about food, and there's something special about food sometimes.
Okay, and what's so magical about the food?
Well, there's something about food when it's in the sky.
Food in the sky. Like you've seen food in the sky. You don't exactly see food flying around, right?
No.
Okay, but yeah, Cloudy with a Chance Meatball does present that image, and while it's a bit far away from the original children's book, it really did expand the universe in a comical way, and actually a geekily comical way, because there was all the science elements. I mean, I personally was laughing my head off just looking at its computer code for summoning the food. Right? You remember the syntax for that? That was
They had the food
with
variables.
Yeah, function al dente pasta and all that. So that was really geekily funny.
They had small hints as well of homages to different movies. You had the chickens on the ceiling, which reminded you of Aliens or Star Wars.
Or Cloverfield for you. Yes. Okay, it was an okay movie. It's okay.
We're talking about a fun movie. You're scaring me.
As if food falling out of the sky with a food avalanche was not scary enough. Are you okay, Toby?
Huh?
Toby. Hello.
You didn't notice anything during the whole show? Nothing flying around?
I've noticed you've been acting really weird. Which seems to be happening a lot when we're doing these fandom shoots. You're always doing strange things. I don't get it. I don't.
You really don't see anything?
No. Sorry. Well, basically, Cloudy with Chance Meatballs, really good, fun movie. Whether you have kids or not, whether you want to bring, little kids that you may know, or you just want to go with your friends and hoping for a Shrek-like experience, this is a fun movie for you. If you're a geek, it becomes even more fun. And anything else you want to add, Toby?
Oh.
What?
Definitely worth watching. Catch it in the big screen if you can. The effects are fun. The music's catchy. And be sure to have lots to drink, because the movie can make you really thirsty.
Really? I didn't feel that way. But anyway, this has been Fandom Live for a review of Cloudy with a Chance Meatballs. Signing out. with Steve. What? I don't like marshmallows.